I always thought footballers weren't into gardening, but actually there are a fair few of you. But I think you may be one of the best.
That means a lot, buddy, coming from you.
But these farm buildings, the way you've transformed them, I just think it's amazing, the architecture.
Thank you very much.
And this is one of the little spaces, this sort of quiet little space on
Yeah.
a very windy late November day.
Yeah.
Still does look pretty good, doesn't it?
It does look great. Yeah, it's grown. It's grown incredibly from what it was to begin with, and I think this is maybe my favourite piece of the garden. The orchard as well. The orchard in the summer is incredible, but yeah, I really love this area of the garden. Yeah.
I think the buildings look like sort of. I think it's the buildings that really done, aren't they?
Thank
very
you.
Modest. You've done an amazing job.
I think whitewashing them was obviously a great decision, because I think it just makes it a little bit more special. Obviously, they were red brick before, and I think the whitewash with the roofing, that type of roofing, obviously makes the house a little bit special, I think, in this area. And then the gardens, a lot down to you, Bunny. A lot down to you. Have grown fantastically.
Yeah. Winter colour, easy to look after.
Yeah.
But with pops, a lot of pops in the summer.
Yeah.
But let's go look at the terrace. I think
that's
my favourite bit. So this little courtyard, these walls were here.
Yeah. We lowered them a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just give a bit of containment. And they form the massive contrast to the countryside. That's what I love.
Yeah, no, exactly. Me too. I think the contrast from inside the walled garden, and like we said earlier, then out to the orchard and then to the fields, it's like it goes in stages, and the walled garden is fantastic. We spend so much time out here barbecuing, eating in the summer, just sitting down, and there's so much colour in this garden in the summer as well, which is incredible. And the winter it's still really full, and it's grown incredibly well.
And all the trees and plants in the baseless pots just make it so much better. Not having to water them, isn't it? And they grow so much better.
Yeah.
And you do the light bulbs. You do string.
Yeah, at Christmas we have light bulbs between the posts, and we also those posts we have something for shade that comes out in the summer. We hang that up. So multi-use. The posts are multi-use, but we get the light bulbs out at Christmas, which is really nice. And I think it's just like an all year round courtyard. There's not a time of year where we don't spend time out here.
Yeah, and of course the way your house is designed, the garden just floods in.
Yeah.
So if you're sitting down, lying down, standing up, the garden is what is to notice.
Yeah, exactly. I think when the weather's great, we open all the doors, all the big window doors. We open them all up, and there's a real indoor-outdoor, which is something I always love having. So I love to be able to feel like it's all one, and you definitely get this here in this courtyard, especially when the weather's good, and that's something I love the most about here.
Yeah, and of course there's the avenue. I just think that is so nice to have that from this containment, that whoosh down the avenues.
Yeah, you can see it from the kitchen islands. You can see literally the whole way down to the last field with that avenue, and it's definitely a highlight. Every day when we go, we normally every day we walk the dog in the morning, and the avenue is like you walk down it out to the field and round. So it's always involved. The avenue it's always involved in the house. You can see it from most places, and every day we walk down it. So it's special to us. My first trees I ever planted, so it holds a special place in my heart.
In 50 years' time, they'll be phenomenal.
I know, it'll be incredible. I guess that's the luck for me about being so young and being able to have somewhere like this and plant things, is that I will be able to enjoy them. Sometimes I joke with my mum. I say that I'm planting things I'm never going to get to enjoy because they're so small, but they do surprise you how quickly they grow.
New hedges particularly. People always say you are slow, don't put in new. But they grow the rate of a boy, they reckon. So you have a toddler and you put them in that height.
Yeah.
When they're 8, 9, 10, they're
Yeah. So the ones that next weekend that we're planting, they'll be a little ahead of my daughter, so she'll be good at the same time.
Oh. And I think that one of the really interesting spaces is the sauna. Can you show me the sauna?
Yeah, of course.
I think this is one of the designated stalls. I've never been here when it's like this.
I know. We're unlucky with the day.
But Eric, this is one thing I really learned from you big time is saunas. And
Yeah.
the impact on your health
Yeah.
and fitness. And obviously being a footballer and a gardener,
Yeah.
you keep yourself mega fit. And
Yeah.
this is one of the main ways.
Yeah. No, I swear by the sauna. It is something I use every single day. The sauna and the ice bath. I'm filling it up now to go in later.
And ice or just water?
This time of year, you don't really need to put ice in it because the steel it keeps it really cold anyway. So just water's enough this time of year.
And
In the summer,
what will that be then, do you reckon?
I think that'll be like 10 degrees.
10 degrees?
Yeah, 10
Whoa.
to 11 degrees. So it's chilly, but when you come out the sauna, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to get into.
Is it? So you
Yeah.
get in the sauna first?
Yeah.
20 minutes in the sauna?
20 minutes in the sauna, and then I go in the ice bath. I don't as long as
How?
I can. As long as I can. 5 minutes.
Whoa.
5 minutes, and then sometimes go back in the sauna and repeat it, or just that. I always finish with the ice bath. And yeah, the sauna is just. I just love how it makes me feel physically, mentally. The way I sleep after a good sauna is something which I really notice. So yeah, I love everything that the sauna does for me. So yeah, it's honestly it's the best, some of the best money I've ever spent on that sauna, because the amount of use it gets. There's someone in there every single day. Me, my brother, my sister, my wife, everyone goes in there. So it's extremely well used.
I came to stay once and I went in with your mum, and I can't remember when I was last in one, and since then I've just bought one of these polystyrene domes.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Incredible.
Really, thank you very much for that.
Oh,
And
my
thank
pleasure.
you for showing us your garden.
My pleasure.
Let's get on and plant trees.
Yes.